ever fuck with Crazy Cajun?
Is it a season?
No, it's seriously. That's what I'm telling y'all. I've been going to Crazy Cajun for like 4 years. They got a pound of shrimp for $18. And that shit is like busting. They got some fucking lemon pepper fucking wings, y'all. Now that shit is way better. And it's way better. And it is my better. Way better. Mesa? No, it's outside Troy, California. Mesa way. Way better. Oh. Crazy Cajun. Hold on. Crazy Cajun fuck way better than that shit.
Better than Ace of Wings?
Way better than Wingstop, Ace, all that shit. It's off of Cowback and Central, right next door to where like Dutch Road used to be. They shut that Dutch Road down. UPS. And there's a UPS in that plaza. There's a barber shop in that plaza. There's a wine spot in that plaza. Live on Crazy Cajuns, boils. And you could literally get like a crab legs for like $35.
I hate crab legs, just to say it.
I'm just saying. You so disrespectful.
I have a rule. Why do I have to fight to eat my food?
You know, they have cutters for it now. Like, you don't have to have a base in it. Like, you have tools.
What happens when I cut that bitch open, right? And then the meat is still there. I gotta suck that bitch out. So, like,
cause you should have never seen
I go,
small crab up your eyes. I don't care. That's why you gotta suck it out. Jacob was
I don't fuck with shrimp. I'm gonna show y'all some shit.
I fuck with lobster.
Off with shrimp. Like,
I've never had a.
This shit is better than.
It's better than
I'm got it like.
what's that fuck? I know.
They will pray our nice. And what
Hot and juicy.
Hot and juicy. How did you overcooking the motherfucking meals? There was chicken. I was like, hot or something.
He just frozen shrimp. That's
I hate that. Crazy Cajun. That was good. You can't tell me that shit don't look like fire.
I'm gonna have you sit right there in the middle.
And you gonna sit right here?
Yeah.
I told you.
No, I'm gonna have you sit right there. I'm gonna have you stay over here. All right. Y'all are giving some weird Tom and Jerry type of shit. So
it's perfect though. Now after you have house no shake.
So you know, y'all can
He's like like the teacher will sing it like where they go.
Yeah,
you watch.
they're not bread. They're not bread.
And Alex, you all cooking?
It was like that. It was like that last time. You're good.
And then I'm gonna sit here on the island.
Oh yeah, but I don't think use. I was just like right here. You're just okay. Oh, they don't. You never it out. You're not weedy. No. I'll try any.
I was last week.
I'll try anything. Let me come see what on you. Look, I got a model like that. Hey, brother, shit. I got kids.
Where is it?
Right there.
Wherever.
He needs my drink. She needs to take a pill. One cometh, one goeth.
Oh, that.
He said, I'm legit. I was like, why are y'all on?
Fleek, scoot over some.
He said, we're not doing that over here.
I'm gonna turn it a little bit, Fleek. It's not getting everybody in the angle.
I saw the oven down.
Am I listening? Like my funky dream.
Your shoes never?
Am I in there, Alex?
Alex,
You don't know. It smells like it's.
Alex, can you check those cookies?
Sure.
Alex is doing a camera. He got cookies.
You've been turning, you know?
It's all good right there.
Turning.
He low-key is, though. It's crazy because how she do?
Is that how far off you're gonna be? Because
Yeah, just everyone only to
Unless your leak is like.
I don't want to cut her off. That's all.
So do we need to one time or we can't with
I think it's just mine.
Is he not in shot? Or
He's in shot.
is she in shot?
Yeah.
I would
They're both in shot.
production. I put it over it.
Talk about animals.
Are we restarting our introduction? No, I need relevant.
No, they cook
They're like brown type of cookie joint.
triple chop here because nobody want to put our non-fixed brand.
Oh, can you take them out?
Yeah.
So she was right.
Timer on the cookies?
Dana,
We just heard of them in.
I just put them in there.
Well, I think this is there. Down probably those higher. Wait, it's like
Oh, the chocolate. Oh,
Yeah, no way.
I
Good job. That's what not right.
you some fun on this video, though.
You might turn off the oven.
shit. Yeah, gradually boys is not that's a lot here.
No, I like to post a bunch of photos at once, but I didn't mean to post all the photos. At the same time, I was looking at music tools. Oh, I will see. Not be fool. Look what that's doing.
I'm sorry for using me.
No, I love this.
Y'all can like move in.
It was silly.
Jumping too fast.
We're good.
We're kind of waiting on you, so it's again about
We're coming stand here. So.
All right, so we are back. Welcome back to the Schiller Pride. We have birthday situated.
We gotta do like that.
Yeah.
That black screen. Commercial technical difficulties.
Yeah. We'll have the technical difficulty screen up. So, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Appreciate you watching us. You got the introductions, everyone that's here. Erica is apparently doing something important on her phone right now.
Another test. What you doing?
What you doing, girl? I'm deleting stories that I posted them in my hair.
She's probably texting her boo thing. Out of state. She had an out of state boo thing.
What?
Which brings me to the question.
Has a deep relationship.
Yes, we are. Do out of state relationships work?
Ha. They do. Sometimes. If your other person is faithful and you guys have an understanding of where you guys stand in that relationship.
Your compadre saying your coochie show back. Put your coochie up.
Look at me. Is that my shit on you? It's not true because it's like Larry. Oh, but no one.
Imagine was
Mother of four. So that's how tight. You know.
So damn things about shit might be it might be a little hurry, but that's it. That's what I need for which is a DJ thing.
Hey, you know, I heard the subjects were coming back, so
Hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
So
I shake my bikini.
Miles, we actually have a couple right here on the set right here. I had to split them up. That's why I'm sitting right here, guys, because they're like fucking Tom and Jerry. And I was like, y'all niggas cannot sit next to each other.
the space is
We can't have no squabbles on the set.
None, no toxic, no.
No squabbling. So if she lived out of state, would that hinder the relationship? Would that hurt the relationship? Would y'all still be connected?
That all depends. Now with Deja, of course it will work. You know what I'm saying? I'll make that shit work. I'll make it work.
Oh, well, that's so I know.
That's a politically correct one.
But if it wasn't Deja, hold on. If it wasn't Deja, there might be some complications. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I get bored. So like, if you not calling, you not texting, or you like, I'm not. Well, what's the reason we split up in the first place? You out there for work, or we just talking over Facebook? Like, you know, we met online. If we met online, that shit not happening with me, bro. You just gonna be the thing. I'll probably fly out to sea for the one time, you know, and I'll be back next month when I come out.
why is that? But
Why is that?
yeah,
Because if I'm single and living like that, and I'm just experimenting, that's fine. Like, I'm not the type to meet online. If I'm talking to you online like that, I'm talking to you because, like, I plan on coming out that way. I'm doing shows that way.
Yeah,
I'm slide through it. You gonna be my slide back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. But if we was here, like we was in, like here in Arizona together, you know, I'm with my lady. I'm rocking that shit out. Like we met here, like she plans to, you know, go out of state soon for work and supply her life somewhere. And I told her if that shit don't work out, I might go somewhere else. But that shit not gonna stop. Because imagine I'm an artist. If I go somewhere else anyway on tour, I'm gonna be away anyway. Gotta keep it faithful on the road. You hoes can never catch me like it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. As long as you guys have a foundation and understanding, it sounds like as long as you guys know where you guys stand, you know, in the relationship status, it doesn't matter if you're like across country or in the same country, you guys understand where it stands with your like love life.
I'm calling
Right?
Cap. I'm calling Cap. Shit. You know, if y'all are like what 25 or 24 or some shit.
Yeah, tight.
Hell no. Not at that age. The maturity to maintain a long distance relationship with everything that's out there right now, at that age, I don't believe that's possible.
It is, because let me tell you, my girlfriend is 21 years older than me. And even though we live in the same state, it's literally like we have a long distance relationship because she's gone from Tuesday to Sunday. From Tuesday to Sunday, my baby is either in like Virginia or Colorado or Vegas, Florida. You know what I mean? So like she travels. But with her traveling, like, I have so much trust in her where I don't have to worry. I know where I stand as a woman. I know that at the end of the day, wherever she is at, wherever country she's at, like right now, she's in Aruba. She ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? I've instilled that in her to make sure that, like, she knows I love her, I care for her as a woman, and she ain't gotta go out venturing around. Her eyes ain't gonna wander. You feel me? So I don't feel like it has to deal with age. It's off of your partner. And like, if you and your partner have a foundation and y'all been able to build off of one another and y'all recognize where y'all stand, age is a factor. It just doesn't matter.
I think it's gender too. Let me be real.
But I'm sorry to interrupt.
You're not interrupting. You speaking.
The question that I have is, what if it starts off as long distance?
That's what I was gonna say.
So it starts off as long distance. No, like you
met them.
Yeah, I'm from Omaha.
Out of state.
And yeah, they live in another state. You're here, they're there. So
I'm home. That's what I are. Cause that's
what 25 right there.
okay, I'm a lot older than you are. So, and golly, I can't do what said that. I'm a lot older than you are. So it's 30 is fourth grade. Just don't age me like
no 30 is good. Because literally that's actually a math.
But at 38 is like, you know, it's a different dynamic at this age. And, you know, I know the dating pool in Arizona is a bit different.
Shallow.
Yeah, it's very shallow. And to be honest, like, I have a pretty great friend group, but what I found is that a lot of the guys that I may be interested in or are interested in me, like, they've had some kind of dealings with one of my friends. And I'm like, so...
Like, that's the case, like, anytime you live in a state, though, that, like, you have, you've established yourself at, is like, you start to connect with people, and then, like, you find people who may have associated with other people or dated with other people. I do also agree with you as far as, like, I feel like there's a difference of if you start your relationship in person, maybe, because I feel like you can build that trust, in person, they go a long distance, as opposed to dating someone long distance. Like, I know I used to do that when I was, like, when I was 17, 18. But as an adult, I don't think I could handle starting a relationship long distance and having a long distance relationship, because I have needs that I need met in person that I don't. And it's not even, like, I am a bit, like, I need attention. I need physical touch. Like, I need to go out. I need to see you. Like, there's body language. Like, there's certain cues that I feel like you can't really pick up when you're online. And like you were saying about online, like, I feel like it's fun. When I had an online relationship, it was a fun, like, escape from my reality, and if that makes sense. So I don't think I could do a long distance relationship as an adult. But I also feel like this. And you start up as an adult having that relationship from the very beginning, and you guys already have developed a plan. And like, if it starts off that way, it's easier. You know what I mean? Yep. It's a lot harder if you have your person that's like in the same state as you, and then they go into a different state. It's hard to maintain that relationship because that's not what you guys started off as. But if you're starting off as a long distance relationship, it's a lot easier for you to maneuver it because you know what the expectations are. But it makes sense.
It's a standard too. It's for me though. Also, I'll say this: there's a conditions that would have to be met if I had to do a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
For one, Deja is a really supportive person in my career, as she does help me with managing this shit. So if this person was making efforts to fly out to my small time shows that I'm doing right now, if they were making efforts like that to really show they wanted to be with me in that manner, that changes my mind.
Yep.
There's something I might be young, but I'm wise.
Right.
I know what I want. So Eric, you found if you made the effort to come out to, like, you flew from Washington to Arizona just to see me perform in front of 5 people and spend your days with me, my nigga, I'm rocking.
Are you talking right? The person you met online prior,
Yeah.
like that type of thing.
Yeah, you can't be ugly.
So you say like show consistency, like you showing constantly gonna be there physically. It's like you can't be ugly. You got to be. I heard it sense and like you so bad, you're not ugly, okay? Because if you was ugly, he would have put you to the left. Or left. It's our favorite when you drove his soul.
And she don't gotta fly out all the time, but just like if you make effort,
It's the effort. And that's what I'm saying. So we met through the Black Gentry app. And so in meeting via that app, It actually showed that he was in Vegas. Vegas isn't far. Even I know where I live. Oh, I live there already, right?
Next door.
It's the store, right?
It's next door. It's down the drive.
Exactly. So with that being said, I was like, okay, cool. And then he says, oh, I live in Jersey. And I was like, Jersey?
That's across the country at this point.
That's like for Tonto. Right. Literally, I was like, you know what? I have nothing else to do. It was a social experiment because I was actually done with dating apps. So it was like, oh, this is a social experiment for me. I'm all right. Let me pass some time real quick. I told this man that I like flowers. You know, so for the past month and 1 week, I've gotten flowers every single week.
Oh,
He has flowers delivered to me. I'm like,
I can't even make it in Arizona to do that. I'm not the person. Yeah.
I told this man what I wanted for my birthday. He got me what I wanted for my birthday. Like, it's the effort and it's the communication. He went out one time and he did not call me because we always FaceTime. He didn't call me. And I was like, don't do that. I just like, don't do that. I don't like when you do that. And he said, I'm sorry.
But I
And
would say
he
that's
does.
communicating. You don't like you. I said,
That was all material. Yeah.
okay, said no faster.
No, we do FaceTime. Oh, this ain't no catfish, baby.
Oh.
No. This ain't no catfish. Just a real human.
I thought you were trying to stop.
I've seen them.
Our question is, how long does that last? Is there a timeline? What do you
Then we took
like in relationships? Sometimes your goal is to combine your lives.
I honestly think because he has a young son and I have a young son, that it's going to take definitely some logistics, a lot of planning in order to figure out how that's going to work. And that's something that we are discussing. I'm not going to go into details right here, but we have to, this is like a real, like, it's not just us that will be affected.
Yeah, I understand that.
So yeah, so we got his 2 little kids.
And that goes with the cohabitating, right?
Exactly.
So like, what you just said right now, it threw something out there for me. So like, I have a girlfriend, right? My girlfriend has a son. I have kids of my own. And when you're getting into these type of relationships where people have kids already, you have to be willing to accept that child. And if you're not willing to like step into the plate to be that additional parent, then that's where shit goes south, because you have to be willing to accept the fact that this person has their child and the way that they parent might not be the same as how you parent. But y'all got to be willing to come together as two to be able to identify how y'all can raise your kids longevity wise. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy. It's not easy to just be able to say like, oh, I got a kid, you got a kid, we're going to raise our kids together. No, because what you may think is acceptable to you might not be acceptable to me. You know what I mean? So like, yes. And you have to be willing to openly communicate that shit with your partner. Because if you not, that's where shit goes south. Because when you sit there and you harvesting that shit in, like time and time again, are you not willing to speak out on the things that like make you feel uncomfortable? That's where your relationship gets fucked up.
And that's why I'm gonna combat what you said about A right there. And I'm also gonna like actually prove your statement wrong that you feel like they don't work, because my younger brother actually has flown out. He just turned 21 on June 4th. Happy birthday, bless my little blood.
Happy birthday, hey!
Birthday, Joe, Club Nuggets.
So he flew out to see his partner in Utah. That was before his birthday. So like, my brother's a real secluded person in his room. He played video games, you know what I'm saying? Real smart, real intelligent dude, but you know, he stay in his room. So like, some people grow up in the habitat to where human connection is not really their thing. Being outside is not their thing. So me, people online on video games, like I even tell Deja sometimes, like, you ain't gotta play the game with me, play the game with some random people, make friends. I make friends all the time. We get friends, type of shit. But like, you know, it just depends where you coming from, how you willing to make it, and like, you know, how you make it happen. But my question to y'all is, sure, like long distance relationships, they work out or they don't work out.
Can I ask you a question? They work out if you and your partner have, like I said, like a connection with one another. Y'all have a mutual understanding of one another. Like, you know, like, hey, baby. Like, for example, like I said, my girlfriend, she be out week at a time. That don't mean I'm on some fuck shit, you know? I don't be out here doing, like, no thought box shit. Like, I know my place. Like, we got a full understanding. Like, we too old for this shit. You know what I mean? You do you at work. That don't mean like because you out of state, you doing some thought box shit. No, you handling business. So I'm gonna hold the fort down here in our state while you take care of business in the other state, and we gonna come back together. You know what I mean? It's I think it's like we all said, it's communication. You have to have that communication with your partner and be able to understand and recognize like, hey, where we stand. You know what I mean? It's like a maturity level. When you have a person that's so immature and they're like, oh, you're ignoring me, you're not listening to me, you're out of state, you don't love me no more, bitch, shut the fuck up. No, it's not none of that. You know what I mean?
We gotta make this money.
Yeah, before the question, what you want?
Yeah, so how long has your brother been in his relationship, this long distance?
Staying for about, honestly, I'm not gonna say for nothing. I don't know how long they've been.
Like, how old was you approximately?
I would even estimate they've been together for a couple
Okay. And that's fair.
or so, cause like I don't know, my brother stayed locked in there. He fall asleep on the phone with this person.
Oh, I know. That's the letter of here. It's all that's that young stuff. I love it. It's cute. It's cute. That's what I said. That's what I said. I feel like it's fun. Like I feel like it's something that like it's a good moment. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I could probably do like 3 years long distance when I was doing it. Like that's what I'm saying. So that's why as the like that that's your time.
I did.
When I was recent, my long distance time. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay.
Yo.
I understand. I did 3 years long distance. That's why I actually was the 10 year long.
I mean, let me tell y'all.
Chime in.
That shit's nonsense.
Very much so.
People who have had successful long distance relationships, and either they moved to be with their partner or their partner has moved here to be it.
I left my partner.
Listen, when you live with somebody, that changes things.
It doesn't.
And having to cohabitate with someone changes. Like, this is what I recommend. If you're in a long distance relationship, go live with them, or they come live with you for like a month or two, before you decide you want to actually combine your lives and shit. Because the way you'll learn how they live and their habits and what they do, and that's really cohesive.
Yes.
To your existence.
And
So
I actually agree with you with that. I already know he's kind of
he's watching this, by the way.
I know he did. And so I already know he's kind of like my stepdad when it comes to cleanliness. He's like OCD sort of, and so I already know that's gonna be hella fun. That's gonna be hella fun. So
even though I agree saying about like parenting styles, like you can't really learn that. And you're in
the moment,
like you're there, and it's like a circumstance. Because I'm like, when you're online, it's like, oh, babe, you should do this, but like until you're actually in that situation with my child, you don't really know how you're gonna respond, and I don't know how you're gonna respond to that situation.
But that I feel like, and this is just me, right? Personally, parenting styles have to deal with trauma.
Yes.
When you've gone through so much trauma in your life, you expose yourself to be able to raise your kids in a different like environment because of what you've been put through. You don't want your kids to be put through that shit. You know what I mean? So like your standards of like parenting are a little bit different as opposed to someone that doesn't have trauma.
Yeah.
Or they don't know what it's like to like be in that experience. So for them, they are very dismissive on like how you raise your kids. Like for example, with my kids, right? With my kids, I could call a child right now and I'll be like, hey, you're acting like a fucking dick. And they're like, I love you, mom. You know what I mean? They don't take it personal. Where you have I'm so sorry, but you have a white child where a white child may not be exposed or like even a different origin. They might not be exposed to the same trauma that you've been exposed to. So the way you treat your children is a lot different where they might take that shit to heart. They'd be like, oh my God, she called me a dick. Oh my God, I'm so traumatized. You know what I mean? It's all about trauma based. And it's so sad because
You say that to your kids for real?
oh yeah, I tell my kids, I'm like, you're an asshole today. You know, I'm like, you're acting like a dick.
tell her I'm mad talk so much to him that way.
Sorry, but my kids, like, for them, they're like, they call me the cool mom. They're like, Mom, you're so cool. Like, you're so down to earth. Because how I talk to them is like, I'm brother and sister. You know what I mean? Like, we're not mom and child. But, like, let another nigga talk to my kid like that, I'm gonna slit your throat. Like, you know what I mean? But it's because of my own trauma. I try to be like their sister / parent. I don't want to just be their parent. You, if that makes sense.
So at what point when it comes to y'all kids, and some of y'all are parents, or some of y'all are
Yes.
what is the limit of discipline then that y'all give y'all kids? Because, nowadays they say if we hit our kids, it's abuse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So what is the height of discipline you'll go with your...
If you steal, if you lie, you won't get your ass whooped.
So, what if they didn't get caught though?
No.
So for me, I my type of parenting is way different than how I grew up. So I do gentle parenting.
How's that working? I'm with you. I do gentle parenting also. Because my mom did gentle parenting. Yeah. And I respect that woman more than I respect anyone walking this earth. So,
Okay, so let me highlight to your highlight. How did it work for you to have
not let it work.
I didn't have gentle parenting. You know what I mean? It's like gentle parenting.
I can talk to my mom about anything. I can talk to her. We have an open door policy. I trust her. My mom has never done anything to manipulate me. She's never.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's just
Real talk.
I'm the way I got that like, huh? What is that? It's fucking amazing. I did not know until I moved to Arizona that people could have bad relationships with their mom. Like, you don't like your mom? I can't like her. I love that. It's crazy. Yeah, I read a lot. It's like, yeah. I was like, I don't like your mom.
Like, can I ask a question on top of that? Like, what made you identify, like, because of how you were raised, right? And then you came out here and you saw how it was different. What made you identify that shit was different that has opposed to how you were raised?
Oh, people were saying, like, the first time it was with a coworker, and we were talking about our parents. I think it was probably around Mother's Day. This was back in like 2011. And we were just talking about our parents. And she said, oh, I don't talk to my mother. I said, you know what? Like, excuse me? That's when I knew I was in a bubble. Like, cause my mom is absolutely amazing. Yeah, she is. She really is. I can call her right now. I can talk to my mom for hours. Like, if my mom wasn't married, I could live with my mom. So my mom is fantastic. And I'm the same way with my son, and I'm glad that I had my mom. Well, I have my mom to have shown me that way.
That structure.
Yeah, my son lives with ADHD and high functioning autism.
I understand.
And if I call my son, now I'm not. This is no judgment.
No, yeah.
If I call my son a dickhead, yeah. He would internalize. Yeah, mine probably do. They still.
They will like egg on to your shit.
I saw shut down. He was shut down. My son would literally. We talked about our kids earlier. They're kind of like the same kid. My son would literally shut down, and he would not want to talk to me for days. I called my son one time. Forgive me. I called him. I said, "Son, you're being a smart ass." I said that to him. It bothered him for like the next friggin' day. I was like, what's going on? Can we fix the light? You're messing up the shoe. You're messing up. Come on.
No, so how important is it for a child to have a father in their life?
That is very my son and his father, we're not together. And I will even say that we don't have the best co-parenting relationship because we don't always agree. But his dad gets him every other week while he's with him right now for a spring break, for summer break.
Right.
Having a father is absolutely important.
Let me tell you this is
so important.
So, not to cut you off, but what you just said when you asked how important it is to be a father, let me just tell you something that my son's shared, not to put his business out there, but he said this to his dad. He said, hello, Nana. This is me, Sila. I'm texting you in regards to my dad. He needs to stop making excuses for everything and start taking accountability for his behavior. Because he thinks that I am still 5 years old, boy, and I'm not. I'm almost 14. He was the father he always said that he wanted to be, then he would be acting like that. I gave him the opportunity to do therapy with me, but he declined, and realistically, that helped me and my relationship for him to be a better father. But at this point, he lost that chance. Now that he's lost that chance, Damien is the father figure that I really wanted him to be. I gave you many chances to be a dad to me, and you turn them down. I know everything, and I know you too well, and I already know what you think. My mom is the one that's brainwashing me. No, the one that's brainwashing me is you. I'm just getting older to understand everything for myself. You can't take parenting classes to the courts to give you the opportunity to be a better father. That's on you. And to have a relationship with me, that's on you. So at this point in time, I was saying, for you to have a relationship with your kids, Rocky and Skylene, you did not have to talk to me. I personally could speak for my sisters, but I can definitely speak for myself, and I don't really want a relationship with you. Please start being a better person and an individual in life, and don't blame others for your actions. Sincerely, Zila.
Well, damn.
When you
I think I'll relate to that type of statement. Like, that's, like, I've heard a lot of people who don't have their father. Like, when you know your father, I feel like there's always a void. No matter how well and how good your mom is, I feel like there's always a void that you'll have. And it hurts. Like, you know what I mean? And it's sad and hurtful that your son feels that way, but it's very relatable, and it sucks because I feel like a lot of other people can relate to experience, like
and
that
feels sad because it's like, no matter what you do as a mom, right? We're there to protect our kids the best that we can, but like realistically, our children need their fucking man figure. They need their dads in their lives to be able to help build them up to be the better version of themselves. And when you choose not to be that point of contact for your kid, it's extremely fucked up because your kid lacks that accountability and that availability to be a man in a sense. I can't teach you to be a man. I'm a woman.
True.
You know what I mean?
I didn't have I had my dad, like, he was a big ass dickhead, and my dad just fucked up shit, like, for real. Like, it wasn't like crazy, like my dad killed somebody, went to jail, left me on the doorstep type shit, and just wasn't the best fucking person. But one thing I did learn to appreciate that is that, like, over time, as I realized, knowing my dad changed, I realized I only have one. I have a lot of female figures. I look up to a lot of female figures, a lot. And, like, not like how black people just look up to entertainers. Like, I actually have a lot of female figures in my family, female figures in politics, female figures in science. Like, I actually look up to people. Well, like, male figures, I don't know anybody. There's only one person that's my dad. So, like, I must say I'm grateful to be able to have had, like, a black man who changed himself to come out here and teach me how to do my taxes, teach me how to fix a car, change my headlights. Like, he didn't have to change none of that shit. He could have.
Stay consistent in
Yeah.
Right. So, like, I feel like, like Fleek is a father, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Fleek,
I think you always say I'm a father figure to you. Like this.
Well, like, you like the father, like, you step in and you take care of your kids. You know what I mean? Like, for real, I was raised by a man, so I call my biological mom, I call her a uterus donor because she just, like, gave me her uterus for me to be able to be birthed. But I was raised by my dad, and I appreciate that nigga because he really stepped in to, like, step up to the plate to make me the better version of myself. But with that being said, like, I truly do lack a lot of shit that women have that I do not have. I'm more manly than I am womanly. And it's kind of sad because, like, I don't have that, like, attentiveness to, like, be like that woman figure, like, oh, it's gonna be okay. Yes, I'm more manly than nurturing. Yes, even though I'm a mom and I have kids of my own, like, I lack that nurturing aspect. I mean, it's so sad because people think, oh, just because you're a woman, you automatically have that. No, you don't. I was raised by a man
from nothing. Like, when you don't have something to give.
I had a dad. Yes, I had a dad that was like, suck that shit up. Stop crying. You know what I mean? Why are you crying? There's nothing wrong with you. So when you grow up with that, it's hard for you to break that shit. And when you have kids, you find yourself forcing yourself to, like, be that nurturing mother. And that's one thing that I really had to do. Like, I literally found myself, like, trying to force myself to be like, it's okay, baby, don't cry. Are you okay? And in reality, the shit that's going through my mind, like, nigga, stop crying. Shut that shit up. Suck that shit up. But I can't be like that because I'm a mom.
Wow. I sometimes, like, having these types of conversations for me make me, like, they make me realize just how privileged, because I didn't grow up rich, no silver spoon, nothing of that nature. But even though I grew up without a father, I had my uncle, my oldest aunt's husband. And, like, he was tough on the boys and soft with the girls. Like, if we came to my uncle with a problem, okay, baby, it's gonna be all right. Let's figure it out. Hugs, like just kind words, like, yeah. And so, damn, wow.
Yeah, and that's sad because like people look at me, right, and they're like, "Oh my god, you look so girly, girl." But like when I start speaking, they're like, "Damn, you're brutal." Yes, I'm like, "Hey, what up, homie? What up, nigga? What's up? Where we going? We going to go throw some glance or what?" You know? And they're like, "You're a woman." You speak like that?
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of did the same thing because you come across like looking at you. Definitely never judge a book by
Yes.
cover. Looking at you, I was like, "Oh, she's super girly. Okay, cool." All right, also you open your mouth, I was like, "God damn." I was like, "Okay."
Literally.
So I want to pivot our conversation
Yes.
to talk about shame.
Hey, bring it back. Salad.
I know, yo, man.
It feels like there's been a pivot between generations of how we approach shame and what it even means to put stuff about you out there. Details about your personals out there. Some people exploit their personal lives, other people's personal lives around them for attention. For clout.
Yeah.
You dirty.
And like this right here is even hard for me just to talk about stuff.
It's a like personal thing. Right?
That was super private.
That's just wonderful. You're like the word around people that you don't know. You know what I mean? So
But I'm talking. When I'm talking about shame, though, I'm talking about like. There's more OnlyFans that I've ever seen.
not that funny though.
There's more Twitter. Not even OnlyFans. Twitter, like it's free.
Oh, those Twitter leaks. Oh yeah, with the
It's free on the Twitter links.
leaking. I'm not Twitter, y'all. I don't even have Twitter.
Wait, the question is, that y'all are women.
It's okay.
Why do y'all think they, from a male's perspective, I'm gonna be like, she hoeing, she going. I'm gonna go get in there.
Can I
You know what I'm saying?
What was your question?
What's the question?
I can think about my response.
Why do you, from the generation that y'all came from, remember y'all came from people like Maya Angelou, y'all came
But also
like Rosa Parks, right? No, wait,
I want to get it on. From next time,
I have a drink.
no, I understand what he's saying. He's like watching your generations grow up and see where we at right now. You know, like
I'm saying
our ancestors, like watching how we subdevelop as ancestors.
I'm gonna just basically say I think it's the accessibility to be easy. If it's not just for
What's the question?
Answer it.
why do y'all do why?
Let me tell you something.
The question is why are people more shameless now more than ever?
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Why are men so easily to like eat it up?
Thank you. Yes.
Because y'all,
Why y'all eating? Why you entertaining?
y'all's accessible. It's accessible.
So that's why they are doing it, because there's always going to be a buyer. If there's always a buyer for a product,
Supply is demand.
thank you, baby. There's always going to be a product.
on both sides.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why are you trying to make it one-sided?
I'm asking why do y'all?
So why it's so easy? Or a sketch?
Whoa.
Easy for a sketch, right?
What? Yeah, I remember this. If a door is easy to
Because you entertaining it.
I'm gonna unlock that joint. Where's
Exactly. But why are you doing God the house though?
I'm not trying. No.
You are.
If I don't feel like if that door ugly, I won't touch it. You feel me? For like ugly door.
They wasn't going in there. You're like, all right.
I'm like, don't find out.
Right. But what is gonna say?
Don't want to foil. What's that in?
Okay. I don't need that but little foil.
It's a big with the internet, there is so much available. Yeah, not just of the internet. No, Beyonce's internet, Michelle's internet. Everything's available. All right. And so if I have a product, I might have 1,000 guys right here that want to buy my product. Michelle, she got 1,000 guys that want to buy her product. Deja got 1,000. Gigi got 1,000.
We talk about product or product.
It don't matter. Product. We have a product literally that we could sell, and like, we have those men that they might not want to buy from Michelle, but they want to buy from me, and vice versa. You know? Or it's
Why not? And some people want to buy all of them. They want the whole store.
But why will free?
No, wait, what? No, free. Oh, it's not free.
That's a lot.
Because the market value of coochie is at an all-time high.
And then I also,
But it's really nice.
well,
Fun.
and then, like we also live in a time where people are paid to sell themselves. So like you gain monetization. Like it's really easy to like. And we live as your age influence. And I'm not saying I'm not like that. But like it's easy to do. Like why not?
So my quick answer to this is that there's just a distortion in our society right now of sexual liberation.
There is.
I don't know.
Every generation has a sexual liberation.
Exactly.
So they had it in like early in the 70s, right? They had it in the 90s.
they had the boomers.
You know, they had it in now. Now,
Are bolder, and women are a lot bolder than what they were back in the day.
there's always been sex work, you know,
Yeah.
this profession ever.
That is true.
That's not going nowhere.
Call that
The
coochie.
thing now, as you said though, with technology, people that would have not otherwise even had the idea of doing this type of thing are now doing.
Yeah, and making
Well,
money.
he has a tripod and a camera. And I saw you need a tripod and a
No,
don't even need
but you got men that are old as you got men that are old as fuck. Okay, so example, we went out to eat today, right? He the owner of the motherfucking goddamn company. He said, "Girl, you are looking hella fine. I've never wanted to mess with you like that, but today I would."
What's the name?
But you married. You married.
And this is why I'm in a long distance relationship. These Arizona, no
But
baby.
you married.
That's nasty.
You know what I mean?
Is that Papa John's?
You should have know and come to me. My thing drops. That's crazy. But it goes to show you, like, men are always gonna subjectify themselves to, like, when they feel like they could reel a woman in, they gonna try to get that woman reeled in. You know what I mean? It's up to the woman to feel like she gonna entertain the shit, which is sad as fuck because, like, us women, and I must speak on behalf of women.
Okay, let's see what you say.
Niggas right that just because we go out and we feel like we gotta dress ourselves up and we like for us, we dressing ourselves up, we going out because that's like what makes us feel the best of our version of ourselves, you know? And then you deal with niggas and they like look at you and they're like, she want that. She asked for that. No, nigga, I'm just loving me for me. You know, I'm going out in these streets to like enjoy who I am as an individual. But then you got niggas that like they misconstrue that shit like, oh, she trying to fuck. No, that's
like
not what I'm
young.
trying to do.
That sound like young.
No, men in general.
No, it's men in general.
It's men in
like-
general.
But I will say that it's confusing to a lot of men because when we see you dressed like Dave Chappelle said,
How is it
cop,
confusing?
you're dressed like a cop. We're gonna assume when we run up to you, you're like, hey, cop, we need help. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Because how you present yourself is something
That's
else where it's
confusing
like,
as fuck.
if I look like a homeless person, you might think that I'm a homeless person. Not to say that it's right, but that's what you might think. Yeah, based on how I'm presenting myself.
So to me,
That was not every situation.
it's not every. So that to me, that has to go to like the appropriateness of the location. Like, how are you dressed for where you're at?
Exactly.
Because like, if you're just wearing that everywhere,
Exactly.
then a man might be like, is she gonna wear that here?
Shit, that box all around.
You know what I mean? So, you know, things like that are important. I think also though, like you can't just, men are confused. Like straight up, like we don't know exactly how to even approach some of these situations of like hollering or not hollering. What's up?
Not all they
You know what I mean? It's so confusing. It's a confusing time.
Men can't. I don't think that.
Like me, hold on. Elaborate on that question. That vocabulary. Like, Alien talks to other men like Ruben, Miles. Do you have men that you counsel with? Like, you consult with them? Like, I'm not mad.
No. You know that.
That like, when something's going wrong with her, right?
When you're out right now and you need to go to the bathroom, what do you do?
When I talk to the house, I'll be like, I'm like, hey girls, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
And you go by yourself?
One is not gonna come with me.
You're gonna go with you, right?
Yeah, how-
And sometimes all of y'all are gonna go, right?
You know why?
Yeah.
To protect us from men.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true. My point. It's not just protect. Y'all just do that.
No,
No.
it is.
No, it is there.
I'm sure that's what
My next point. If you go find some drawers or like a bra and it's a deal, you'll call your line girl like, hey, JCPenney got a deal on some drawers, and yeah. Do y'all do that? Yes or no?
Yes, I don't know about that. Wait.
Listen, women communicate better than we do.
We do.
So to answer your question, we should talk like y'all do, but we just don't.
I think it's an American man problem.
I think it's an aftermath. It's an aftermath. It depends. It's an aftermath. You see, if I'm talking to you or her or whatever, and the situation go down or it don't, we'll talk on the aftermath. We not gonna talk to them beforehand because it's up to us to make that decision.
So why are men being reactive rather than proactive?
It depends what situation it is. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like right now, like we were saying earlier, it's the accessibility of how y'all present yourselves. And nowadays, y'all present yourselves as product.
But can I
right?
say-
Hold on. Like, I be seeing it. I be seeing
putting a price tag on it, like price.
Okay, but literally, y'all are at gas stations posing in a bra bikini.
But what does it matter if you was a man and you were in your fucking briefs? Like, let it go. Like, they don't matter.
That's not how mothers start the same thing.
Like, certain cases, none of these.
In certain cases, it takes people an actual second to look past the actual product to see where it's located.
But we not.
Be honest. No, for that picture specifically. Be honest. How long did it take for you to look to actually see that she was standing at the gas station?
Right then and there. No, bro, that's not. I've seen it.
Like, if I was gonna raw in my motherfucking underwear, what difference does it make? Like, it's so sad that us women, we automatically get judged based off of how we dress or how we, like, you know, present ourselves. But it's no different than a nigga. Like, if a nigga is going out and he got his shirt off and he got his, like, fucking six-pack or his fat guts, you know what I mean? Like, we're not judging y'all, but then when we go out and we in our motherfucking goddamn leotards and shit like that, we automatically judge on how we is as women.
Because women and men have different standards.
But it shouldn't be that way.
Wait.
Standards were created by men for women.
Thank you.
There's human standards, but there also is
But
women.
like, who
and
invented makeup though?
y'all?
Y'all didn't.
I got you. Victoria's Secret.
They had makeup before that, but like
Like America ended that.
Oh, would y'all agree?
Let's go this back here.
come on, okay, go ahead. We're talking about
Would
Go
you?
ahead, Fleek.
Let's stay on topic. Shame. Because this is not specifically what we're talking. We're not going to go into the men versus women.
Thank you, because I'm looking for solutions on that.
But it still goes into shame because, like,
Offer. If you have a point, offer a solution to it. Let me start with that. So if you're going to point to what a discrepancy is and what a problem is, say what a possible solution.
I think the solution is finding accountability on both ends.
I agree.
What is accountability?
Like,
Accountability.
That's the thing. What is accountability? I hear that.
Look at Josh waking up.
What is a credit? You chime in?
Here's the thing.
being like responsible for like what
I am not responsible for every single woman. I'm only responsible for
yourself.
Exactly. For me and what I do, what I say, and the choices that I make. I'm not responsible for Gigi, right? All right. I'll look out for her because she's another woman and I never want to see another woman hurt.
Right.
All right. The same goes for you. The same goes for you. But I'm not necessarily responsible for the choices that you make.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, like, what's
That's
the
how I feel about
the accountability
I'm not-
is I learn from it. When accountability, I'm talking about like taking accountability for yourself and your
what
willingness.
does that look like though?
What's that thing?
I feel like
So I can tell you what it looks like.
okay, go.
It is having that conversation in the moment with someone when they're out of pocket or they're out of line.
So you're saying
you're right.
other people accountable. So when I say accountability, what I'm talking about is you have to be open to the fact that you're not the only person that exists in the world. So there's other people that can have certain perceptions of you. And I feel like being accountable means when you put something on and you know you feel good or whatever, you just have to be accountable and responsible for the fact that there's other people that can see what you're wearing and perceive it a certain kind of way. And if that's what you're willing to put out, then be accountable.
That's a fair statement.
Hold on, you made that.
Fair statement.
That is, I'm okay. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I'm gonna sound like an asshole. That is asking a lot from people today. A lot of people do not embrace pragmatism.
But that's what accountability is to me. Like,
No, I agree with you.
But
Like,
I think it's personally. She said personally accountability. It's like her taking pride in accountability into what she's doing as an individual.
No, I agree with
Help
her.
everybody else.
No, I agree with her.
Can you
That's
explain
hard.
why I would say something about that?
Yeah, it's basically logic. It's like, okay, I've taken a look at the possible outcomes of this choice that I am about to make. All right. And I'm still choosing to do it. But I'm okay with the choice that I'm about to make.
Yeah.
All right. That's a part of pragmatism. It's basically thinking logically. I feel. Looking at different perspectives. That's all it is to it. And some people do not have the ability to do that. Some people are so self-involved, self-important, that they don't have the ability to think, okay, if I make choice A, all right, it's going to affect X, Y, and Z. No, they just see, oh, I made choice A. It makes me happy. That's it.
but that's why they choose to live in that ignorance. Or they choose to live in that illusion.
Come in.
Like,
Ask the question.
Would y'all say that?
I agree. Oh no, we got a question now.
Y'all said the internet eliminated accountability.
Yes.
I would say, yeah, and I felt like it
100%.
promoted. Yeah, see, I have not taken accountability.
Your question earlier, because you were saying like, why are people don't have shame? Like, why don't people have the internet standards? If you think about it, think about how many people.
Because it gets promoted. Like, I feel like when you do,
But not just on that
you
point.
get promoted. Like, you get more.
Go ahead. Wait. Let him ask it. Go ahead. Go.
How many people? If you posted a slutty picture right now, or when it
My God, slutty.
think about how many.
Because that's what people want response right now.
Think about right. Think about how many people will comment under that with that logic, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be pragmatic. You should do something like that. You got to think about how your kids are gonna look at this.
I never get heart reacts.
You get into reactions, but nobody cares. And even so,
Exactly.
if a million people are in your comment section telling you you should do that, and your friends come and tell you to do that, you've already trained yourself to ignore.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yep.
The accessibility,
That is
to
very
the attention, and the ability to ignore people. That's why. Ain't no shame.
Yeah, it's
An
very
echo
great.
chamber. It's an echo chamber.
And that's how it
Brains is a part of the noise, okay? Right? They are a part of the noise.
So here's what I was just thinking. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
Speak your mind.
I lose my train of thought so fast.
We all
Back before the proliferation of the internet, all right, what we did have shame. Because let's say, for example, if you cheated on your spouse in 1997 and your neighbors found out that you cheated on him, you gotta face your neighbors. You gonna see Mary, and John when you walk out the door. You gonna see them, all right? You had to deal with that. You had to confront that shame. You had to be accountable, all right? Now it's like, no, I can tell my story online about how I cheated and all that stuff. And it's gonna be people in my comments like, well, you wouldn't have cheated if he did this, and that, and you cheated because you had every right to, we all make mistakes. Yes, you go to party. Yeah. It's an echo chamber. We literally get to curate who we want to see us.
yeah.
We get to curate who we want to take advice from. It's an echo chamber.
And if not, I'm blocking.
People do People do not like dissenting opinions. They just don't, and that's all there is to it. And so I think that plays into a part why we don't have shame. Why people are just like whatever.
What's the solution though?
The solution is you're bringing the internet. I wish we could, but we need it.
I'm gonna say like
I think we should.
for me personally, the solution is. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Gigi. A solution for bringing back shame is speak up.
I was supposed to say, yeah.
We already do that.
Not everyone does though.
Who's think about that person?
No, the person. If you don't like something, say something.
But then you just go get. Oh, you ain't gotta look at it then.
But that's like
But
judgment.
it doesn't matter about that. Communication is key. So, like, shame you gotta be able to let your partner know, like, hey, you embarrassing the fucking shit out of me. Like, you know, I love the shit out of you. I love everything about you. But like, my nigga, you out here in the street.
And it's not what you, it's how you say it. It's how you,
Yes, it
so I
is.
feel like if you're coming from a genuine place, like that's one thing. But if you coming from a hateful place, that's a whole nother thing. And then they might, if I'm telling my sister, for example, let's say she posts something, I don't like what she, or not that I don't like, but I think that it's not representing her in the best light. And I tell her about it, and she doesn't want to hear it. At the end of the day, she has her own decision to make. But as a sister, I at least held my responsibility, and my intentions were genuine to her, to where I'm doing it. You don't have to listen to me. At the end of the day, I'm not telling you this because I'm your mom, or I'm telling you this because you have to listen to me. I'm telling you this because I know how you want the world to see you, but I see how you're presenting yourself, and it's not being well received. And at the end of the day, if the person doesn't want to receive it, that's not my problem. But that's not gonna stop, because of the issue that I feel like right now is that a lot of people don't have people holding them accountable, because so many people scared to say something.
Thank you.
They're like, well, they're not gonna listen to me anyways. Well, I'm gonna keep saying it, and then that's just what it is. If I'm continue to be in your life, we're gonna continue to talk. Like, you're gonna continue to have that kind of.
Or let me add to, can I add to that? Yeah. I feel like people feel like, and this is just me personally, right? You got motherfuckers that be like, oh my God, hey, can I talk to you, Deja? So this bitch pissed me the fuck off. Well, did you let that other woman know? Right? No, you didn't. No. So it lacks communication steps there, because why didn't you tell her how you felt? You come to me and ask me like advice and shit like that, but like, why don't you tell the person that you got a problem with how you feel? Because if you tell her or him, you all can openly communicate and y'all can fix the shit. It's accountability.
I didn't with that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was about to say that's like that's being afraid of conflict, but that's like another internal issue. I wanted to, there was something that you said about communication, like you're embarrassing me. Yeah. That thing like that. I just saw a story where the guy told the girl that he was interested and he really liked her. He asked her to stop drinking, and she was basically like, no, fuck you. And this was shared in a all-women group, majority Black women, and they were like, who is he to tell her to stop drinking? And I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I was like, are you fucking serious?
What's the backstory behind why he told me to stop drinking?
Because he wants to be with her, and he sees that drinking.
See the version of himself.
Yes, he wants to see the best version of
without
her.
alcohol included.
Without alcohol included.
So y'all just seeing the alcohol into.
No, they're saying the women who saw that post, they were commenting. He can't tell her what to do. You can't change anyone.
Yes, you.
And it was like, what? So like, if your mama was a crackhead, you wouldn't ask your mom to stop being a crackhead? Like, don't kill her.
So
like, people are weird. And I keep.
Let's move to the next topic, but
Yes.
I do want to try to wrap this up here.
Don't rap. Don't Oscar me.
I'm an Oscar.
Not Academy Awards me. Someone cue the music then.
Hey, I do find that a lot of the points that everyone made here are very good points. The echo chamber thing, I think, is very relevant right now for today's times with technology and the internet, and then also accountability. Just hold especially your friends. Like, if you actually care about somebody and them wanting to do better in life, like, hold them accountable. A family member, a relative, a friend, like, check them on their shit, because that'll help them, be a better person. Essentially. But my last question I have for you guys, and kind of changing the pace a little bit here, how important is it for you as a person, to pursue your passion?
Go. We'll start with Jim.
You want to start with me?
Yes, ma'am. We're going to go this way.
To pursue your passions? I think it's important. It depends on the type of person you are, though. Like, are you asking me personally or what I think about it?
You as a person, like, how?
Oh, it's very important
to you to pursue your passion.
It's very important. One. And why? Fulfillment. Like joy. Like, enjoy the moments. Do what brings you happiness. Find your happiness. And if you're passionate about something, you'll find avenues to pursue it. So I think it's very, very important to do so. I'm going to try to make this super short because I got to get to you guys. Yeah, I apologize. So I would be remiss if I spent life just being an employee, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So
robotic.
Yeah. It's like, nah, I know what I do for a living.
Right.
All right. That's why I don't use my government name. All right. So I know what I do for a living, and this right here is a passion of mine. I've always wanted to do this, interact with other people, sharing my thoughts and views on matters with like-minded people and people even with my favorite word of the day, dissenting opinions.
Yeah.
But it's just do it. It's very important to pursue your passions because you don't want to like doing your deathbed thinking, oh shit, I should have climbed that mountain. I should have went to that country. I should have tried. Yeah, I should have tried that food. Nah, just do it, man. You live once,
Right.
literally. So that's it. It's important to me, and that's why.
What about you?
I definitely agree with that. A lot of what you said, I feel like I couldn't imagine my life not like moving towards my passions, just because I feel like it would be a dark world. Like I feel like passion kind of gives you light in the world. Like, like how do I explain what I'm trying to say? I feel like without the passion, there's no drive to want to live. Like, what's the reason to want to do? Like, I have a great job. Like, I'm a finance advisor, and I really genuinely enjoy my job, but that's not necessarily my passion. But the way that my job works, it allows me to pursue my passions the way I want to. So it makes it easier for me to do my job. Like, it doesn't feel like a job because I'm not working, if that makes sense. I don't feel like I'm working because I'm moving towards my goals. And my passion is just genuinely loving people, helping people, help them feel more like financially literate. And like I said, even though my job isn't where I want to be long term, I feel like having that passion is necessary because I can't imagine my life being without like a reason to want to accomplish certain stuff. Like that's your friends unmotivating. Yeah, like visibly.
Okay, I like that.
When by you,
I mean, personally, as far as like passions go, I'm still trying to find myself. I had a passion for like a deep passion to be with my grandma when she died, and like to take care of her when like her last few years, and to move to California. So I was able to do both of those before the age of 23.
Yes.
So like now, like I'm just trying to find what like motivates me. That's why I'm doing like a lot of different shit at once. Yeah, just trying to get my feelings out, trying to see what I'm actually like more passionate for, or if I still have passion for like certain past things, inquiries or things like that.
I would say this, if you're with a partner and like anything that you want to aspire to be the best version of yourself in life, if you have that partner that's like 125% behind you and you have a passion, they're going to motivate you to be the best version of yourself. If that makes sense. And like for me, I have a girlfriend that's 21 years older than me, and she's very non-judgmental, and she allows me to be the like better version of myself. And that's what like allows me the opportunity like to pursue my passion. You know what I mean? Because she's like, you got this. She's like my motivator. She's my cheerleader. You know what I mean? And when you have that aspiration or like that like willpower to be like who you think you want to be, if you want to be a flight attendant, a claim adjuster, whatever, and you have like that one person that's like cheering you on, you are more capable of obtaining your goal than somebody that doesn't have like somebody that's like backing them down. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've been able to like fulfill a lot of my passions because I've had like really good people in my life. I've had great friends. I have great family where they're like, bitch, you got this. You want to get a degree? You got this. You can do it, And there's times where I'm like, Jacob, I don't think I'm going to graduate. He's like, bitch, you better turn in that assignment, So like your passion is what you want to manifest it to be. And that's what it is. Like manifestation is real. Like if you see yourself being a millionaire, if you see yourself being a teacher, a professor, you manifest what you want to work in life. You know what I mean? And that goes in hand with your passion, because at the end of the day, if you're able to manifest that shit, like you feel more better about yourself. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, damn, like I'm very appreciative for where I'm at in life. I'm not where I want to be in life, but the fact that where I'm at in life and I can progress, I'm happy about that. I want to be a millionaire. And like my husband tells me, if you speak about it into existence, it's going to happen.
Clarify for the people. You have a husband and a girlfriend.
I was thinking the same shit. Kind of.
Gonna be like, oh, so what happened?
I said no. That we've already had. You know, watch that.
No, smooth.
Her and I had that conversation.
But yeah,
I did.
I do. I have a husband and a girlfriend, and they both motivate me. Like my girlfriend, if I tell her I want to go get my bachelor's degree or my master's degree, she's not gonna be like, "You can't do it." She's gonna be like, "Babe, I got you." Even if I tell my husband, like, "Hey, baby, I want to go do the XYZ," he's like, "I got you." Like, it's your support system. Your support system matters. It don't matter if it's your friends, your family. You know, I call them family. Like my friends, I call them my family. Because just because you have your family in life, don't mean that they're your family.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
No try.
yes. Yes. It's like, I really do. I feel like your passion is what you aspire to be in life. And as long as you got your circle, you gonna be able to be the best version of yourself. Now, if you fucking with motherfuckers that's like haters and they not for you, that's a different story. But like, if people want you to be who you think you want to aspire to be, they gonna have your back. 100%. I agree.
Miles, go ahead.
What about you?
Passion. We're gonna let Miles go, and then I'm gonna close it up.
What's your passion?
Oh, I didn't know that was the question. I thought the question was, yeah. I'm sorry.
How
Like,
important is it to have
I thought that was good.
You know, a couple of years ago, my passion for doing music was so strong that I would have gave up anything and everything. I would have gave up going home. I would have gave up my girlfriend, which I did. I gave up everything. I would have gave up sleep. I would have gave up showering. I would have gave up living if it meant to be a musician. Well, that changed, you know what I'm saying? I left that situation. I'm no longer in there. So I've been with Deja for a minute, and, you know, I felt like for the longest time, like, I didn't have no more passion for what I wanted to do. Like, I started to realize, oh, man, Deja's really my passion. Like, seeing her eat, seeing her smile, like, that became a passion. I felt like I couldn't make room for the other two. So sometimes I'll go to the studio, you know, with Fleek, and it'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing here, you know? I don't even know. I'm not in that situation no more. Like, how am I going to drop from her? But I think I think after, like, I went to Westgate a couple of weeks ago. It was at night, and I was looking at the Desert Diamond Arena. I was looking at the billboards. I was like, damn, I wish my face was up there. It felt so nice. I was just turning the circles. I was seeing the cameras and shit. I could just imagine it. And it just reminded me, like, I would sacrifice everything that I have right now for that shit. But, you know, I actually got somebody who wants to travel with me on that, so I don't have to sacrifice, like, you know, more, you know? But I can give up everything else.
You don't have to choose. How are you going to sacrifice?
Sorry, shit. I gave up going home for my brother's birthday to stay here and focus on the music and be with her. So I felt like, how important is passion? For me, I'll kill all you niggas for this shit. Let me tell you, like, I will kill all you niggas for this music.
Police.
I kid you not. First off, let me say,
He took the glasses off.
rappers out here in Arizona, y'all disgust me. Y'all sound is disgusting.
Now, hold on, please.
Let him speak his version, y'all.
Rappers all across America.
And kind of sit down about it.
This is passion, like, so this is the passion for music. It's for rap. We're supposed to create.
How passionate it is.
Crap, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what off, like, I'm a fucking artist.
Redo.
I'm fucking dope. I'm crazy mad dope. As a rapper, I'm dope. Ain't nobody fucking doper than me. And that passion,
Give us the high 16 right now.
I will go beyond
Freestyle.
freestyle.
Let's go. Yeah, give us a hot 8.
One. Now, that's 16 just a hottie.
A hot.
Alex.
A hottie.
With me.
What?
I got you.
Two. Just set him on. Let me cook. What nigga? I'm sorry.
But you niggas is trying to speak over me like y'all reading the wrong words out of a book. You should have stood back and let me took from you and make some so I can say that I don't like chicken noodle soup. I like my shit baked. That's chicken pot pie. You should stop me late for real. This shit I did here today was fake. Everybody in this room, I got it. I know y'all all just like me. We black. We can relate. You feel what I'm saying? This is a black podcast. We on Song Lab Live. They asked what the passion was. I said if it came down to all you niggas in that, all you niggas gotta die. So again, like I said, I'm the coldest in the world. This passion burns inside me. And if you niggas try to take it from me, I hope death sets you free.
No. Woo!
Bars.
But for real, I'm the reading. Y'all go please tell you.
And it's a sauce. Like you ready now. I know, right?
So, you guys being here is a demonstration that you do follow your passions. because this isn't like a paid situation. And you guys are volunteer. Keep talking.
I don't even get paid. I'm just kidding.
Shout-
But they do enjoy him, but there will be a
Shout
shout.
out to Alfonso up there with the camera.
Shout out
Shout out.
Questions.
Hold on. Shout out. Black Magic Beats.
I mean, sure. So,
Magic Beats.
Black Magic Beats, boy!
yeah, we got questions.
Shout out I Am Super.
In the background.
That's Young Drone, though. We got Alex.
Big drone.
Alex has been like intern for 10 years, y'all.
Hey, he's still learning though. He in the motherfucking building. That's passion. That's passion. Shit, that's passion. I don't know what the line you in. That's so passion.
We got the creative director back.
Oh, there, Tiffany. She's her director.
What's that's right?
Jacob in the building. Whoa.
Something big gotta get the cat.
Hey, nah. What's your
Okay, my passion.
yeah?
So my passion is I have two passions. Of course, my family is my passion. That's cliche though. Let's just get it by answer if it's like if it was just me, like a soul. You guys have a soul?
Yeah.
So your soul is something that imprinted with you before you even come to earth.
Yes, it has.
You know what I mean? It's when you meditate and you go through the ethereal planes. You know, when you think of your highest self is where you go to. And that for me is community building, bringing other souls together. So that's what I'm passionate about. And I'm passionate about creating things. So it doesn't have to be, it can be music. It can, why are you whispering? What are we, 9?
Because you sound like a cult leader.
I get that a lot.
This is not
Get that a lot. Oh, it's the outfit.
No, the drink the left.
Learn brown.
I didn't know the kid. I
More brown. All right, so there's good cults.
You name it, we're open, please.
Well, listen, the etymology
Black
of
church.
cult is culture. Culture is the etymology of
Entomology.
etymology. Thank you, of cult.
Okay, college.
So it's not a bad thing. It just has a defined purpose, and you have to figure out what that purpose is.
I'm my own cult leader.
Yeah, so exactly. You create your own cult. We each have culture individually. What you like, don't like, that's your culture.
I feel like they don't like men because they interrupted us every time we try to tell our part.
I love because y'all didn't interrupt
I'm
them.
not gonna comment on that, but I don't think
I don't think that's. I don't know. That ain't nothing to do with you.
I just wanted to ravel. Oh, let's talk about the Maddie.
I just want to wrap it up and say I appreciate you guys coming on today's show, on today's podcast. I appreciate your time. This is very dope. And we did a cooking show today.
We did.
We ate a bunch of.
Make sure
Check that out.
check out the cooking show.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Filming
Some
delicious food and whatnot. Appreciate Gigi pulling up.
With nothing like that.
The Bellman in the building.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
It's okay. And then Erica, I appreciate you pulling up. Thank you for coming out. Majestic.
Thank you.
Deja.
What's your
Thank you guys. Guys, make sure you follow them. Do you guys want to give your platforms right now?
Mac Daddy? I want to 15. Mac Daddy, I like it.
You don't know. I'll tag it. Yo, in the description, there'll be links to all the platforms.
Yes. You can find me on Majestic.
If you want to stop them or what have you, just follow.
Big Miles Taylor.
Don't stop me. Don't stop me. You're on Shine Day on everything. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for the old folks.
I don't know my Instagram name. If y'all don't, I don't do social media.
Yeah, sure. It was Carmelicious.
But I don't know where it's spelled like.
It's your last order. Yeah. But like, if y'all are gonna stop me, at least send me some money.
That is hilarious.
I'll send y'all my Apple Pay, my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App.
Send me feet pics and we cool.
Pause.
Take care of your own time and Jerry he was talking about. He's like, take care of your own.
But that ain't nobody want to.
I do take care of my feet.
When was the last time you had a care?
I don't know, but I can use a feet pic for an album cover. You feel what I'm saying?
No. He said, if you don't get some girl,
Tom.
I'll live with you. Okay, so you don't.
Tom and Jerry right here up in this bitch. That's why they were separated.
Up.
You know, it's a frying pan.
I thought the frying pan.
Yo, if you guys want to like, comment, and subscribe on this platform, that would be awesome. And we have more meetups like this. If you want to come collaborate and create with us,
Get up in that
fun
bitch.
things,
$200 a person.
podcast,
So we can
podcast.
get seed.
We rent nice houses like this, so we'll show y'all the house. And then we podcast, we do cooking shows, we do skits, we make music,
Sometimes we do split.
photography, modeling.
I'll scare your kids for free.
But there you go. Ain't that vibe? Sit your ass the fuck at home, okay? That's we all about to left. But we count.
Fleek man cookies.
Deafening. I just made those. Gotta catch 'em all.
Like this.
Oh, somebody said that was a special word of the day.